Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. All right, this card reading is for Tuesday. My energy was just flowing, so I thought I would carry it into Tuesday. And what's interesting is when I sat for a moment to kind of recenter and step into the energy of Tuesday, Spirit brought through this beautiful, humor energy, lighthearted energy. And it was a neat concept. They said, can you mention the concept of giving yourself a new nickname? And it kind of made me smile. It was really, really sweet the way they showed it to me. And essentially, we've been talking about, I think I talked about it on Friday, words of power and how we don't realize how powerful our words are. Like, we really don't. And even when I've talked to Spirit and I'm like, no, I think we're getting it. And they're like, you're getting it, but you still don't realize the power within the frequency of the words that you use. And they said specifically the words that we use about ourselves, because those ones are the most significant right now. And as we master the words we use to ourselves, we then will be able to use that frequency and that knowledge of how impactful they are to impact the world around us. But it has to start with us. And so in all of this, what they're saying is give yourself a new nickname. For this new energy and this new frequency, give yourself a new nickname. And that may look like, say, an alter ego of yourself that helps pump you up before you do, say, a running race or something, right? Like maybe your nickname is Wonder Woman or Superman. I mean, I know those are really kind of almost cliche, but maybe that's your term, right? So if it is, say, Wonder Woman, when you need to embody an energy to accomplish a task, to give yourself courage, to take something on, you stand in that energy and you're like, okay, Wonder Woman, come on, we got this, we can do this, let's go, okay? So there's that way that we can give ourselves a nickname. On another note, though, they're saying, if you have been reflecting on what your words are for you, you may notice how often you maybe use words that are super negative about yourself. Like, gosh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Why don't I understand? I'm so dumb. Or maybe you're really hard on yourself and you're like, I'm such an asshole. Why am I such an asshole when I talk to people? I don't mean it. Those are like nicknames that we give ourselves. And so if your nickname isn't one that is positive for you and helpful, maybe consider giving yourself a new one. And they're just sharing with me right now. They're like, for example, what if, let's use the asshole one, because why not? Maybe that was your term before. Maybe now instead you're like, okay, that is the old version of me. In this new frequency, in this new energy, I'm going to give myself a new nickname. And I don't really know what that can be specifically, but I know that it's new, so I'm going to call myself Newbie. And so then in any situation where before you may have been triggered to call yourself an asshole, instead you're like, okay, no, wait, hold on, Newbie. We're going to figure this out. We're going to stand in a fresh new energy, take a new approach, because Newbie, we got this, right? Like whatever that is for you, give yourself a new nickname. Something to be said for that this week, and notice how that comes up for you. And I find it so interesting how they brought this up. So let's dive into what the cards are. I'm so curious. So this week I'm using the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck we created at Avalon Spirit. And if you would like to get your own deck, there is a link in the description box below. And also a little teaser, we're just about ready to be releasing a new deck as well, hopefully come fall time. So we're almost wrapped up the creation and production side of it. I'm very excited about that. All right, let's see what is in the cards. Beautiful. Okay, I really love this. So in this new energy of this new nickname, big thing to do is step into your heart chakra. Huge heart energy. Remember we talked about the lion heart last week? This card says open your heart. And it really is like open your heart to the new you. Open your heart to this next phase of who you are. Who is that now? How do you speak those words to yourself? What does that look like? What does that feel like? There's a big energy here of stepping into the heart chakra to really kind of allow yourself to be led from there, to be heart-led. Now, being heart-led doesn't mean that we completely throw caution to the wind and don't take in any of the intellectual input. Absolutely take in the intellectual input, but also take in the heart. Allow the intellectual input to marinate in the heart and then move from there. When we get into the heart energy is when we're really stepping up into that higher frequency consciousness, that higher galactic level. Because on a galactic level, in the higher frequencies that are working for the good, it is all essentially heart-based, love-based, frequential-based from the heart. Healing happens in the heart energy and permeates the entire body. So consider where you can step into this heart energy. The next one coming up is Ancestors Gather. And this says call on the ancestors. And I really love this because this new phase, this new recalibration, reconfiguration is very much supported by your ancestors, by the energies that came before you, supporting you in the healing you've been doing to transcend ancestral traumas, perhaps, reconfiguring the energetics of the entire line, both biologically and your soul line as well. So there's a big emphasis on those that came before you gathering around you now energetically to help you hold space. And I think that's quite beautiful. And then the last thing here too, this is such a neat thing too, for any of you still feeling that anxiety energy from the weekend, perhaps the solar energy really having an impact on you, or even you're feeling the energy now as we move towards the full moon. Big thing is to move your body, move the energy through you. Okay, this says express yourself through movement. This card just absolutely to me is so stunningly beautiful. It is that freedom of expression of who you are, but through the movement of your body. And what's beautiful about that is it invites your physical body, that third entity to who you are, mind, body, spirit. It invites that third entity to be a part of who you are on this planet, not just the vehicle that carries you around, but an integral part of who you are. And so when you allow that energy to move through your body has a say and a role in helping to move the energy through and use it in new ways. So when you allow that energy to move through your body can show you new ways of harnessing the energy, of releasing that energy, of allowing it to fuel you, fuel your creativity, whatever it may be. This energy that's coming in now is for us to really utilize, not just be like pummeled by or traumatized by, but actually utilize. And so the body is a big piece of helping to move that through. So I will leave that with all of you for today. Thank you as always for joining me. I appreciate you so much. I love your comments. I read them all the time. I heart them all every time I can. So I hope you're able to see that. And yeah, thank you for you. I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.